Hey, appreciate everything that you done for me.
I really like Terence Crawford, right? Because of his switch hitting style. Now, Terence Crawford is due a massive, he's due a massive performance. And I think Canelo's made for him. Canelo doesn't fight with any urgency anymore.
I know his spirit.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got a killer in him. He a silent killer. I've been around niggas like that in the hood. Them niggas lay back until you bring it out, and then they just...
One Terence Crawford has finished his final day of training camp. Before his huge fight with Canelo Alvarez, Turki Alalshik also joined him in camp, showing strong support. Crawford thanked Turki for being there and helping him through the journey. Even after weeks of hard work, Crawford reminded everyone that the job isn't done yet, but he carried himself with full confidence that he will come out victorious on fight night.
Hey, appreciate everything that you done for me. You and Riyadh City.
You must
job ain't done yet.
Yeah.
Job ain't done yet.
Yeah.
But
It's Saturday, deliver the job.
But listen,
No retirement.
yeah.
Crawford's last stretch of training has been filled with relentless effort and determination. He has been sparring hard, sharpening his reflexes, perfecting defense, and keeping his offense sharp and powerful. His coaches and team praise his discipline and focus, saying he has left no stone unturned. Footage shows Crawford working tirelessly and conditioned, and ready to step into the ring with confidence. Crawford's determination also shines in his words. He admits the challenge won't be easy, but insists victory is within his reach. His interviews show a man who thrives under pressure. He knows the magnitude of facing Canelo, yet never doubts his own ability. Mentally, he's prepared to stay calm, stick to his strategy, and rely on discipline and self-belief to carry him through tough moments.
How do you see this fight with Canelo going?
I'm definitely going to win the fight, for sure. But, I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think he's going to bring the best out of me. I'm going to bring the best out of him, and it's going to be an exciting fight.
Unlike some fighters who overtrain, Crawford has been smart with his approach. He says he doesn't want to push his body too far, preferring structured sessions instead of unnecessary strain. This shows maturity. He knows recovery and balance are just as important as training. He believes the intense work he has already done is enough, and pushing more could risk injury or fatigue before fight night.
But right now, I'm not training hard. I'm not even training, really. I don't want to overtrain because me personally, when I go in the gym, I give my all, and I don't want to burn myself out.
Lester Martinez, Crawford's main sparring partner, has given chilling warnings about what's coming for Canelo. After spending countless rounds in the ring with Crawford, Martinez says Canelo will struggle with Crawford's power. Despite people saying Canelo is the naturally bigger man, Martinez insists Crawford feels just as big and strong in the ring. He describes Crawford's punches as brutal, saying Canelo is about to face a beast.
No, está como dicen muchos, está cabrón. Está preparado, está listo, a pesar de venir de una categoría muy abajo, subir a la 168, pues ya te digo, los sparring con él. Tanto lo he ayudado como he sentido que él me ha ayudado también a mí. Entonces, anteriormente estaba enfocado en ayudarlo, pero luego que me dijeron que yo iba a pelear, ¿sabes qué? Necesito ayudarte, pero que me ayudes. Y ya en el ring nos entendemos. Yo casi no hablo inglés. Todavía voy practicándolo, pero en el ring nos entendemos muy bien. Y hay una buena vibra, pero él está listo. Y yo también estoy listo.
El tema del peso, ¿cómo crees lo afectará en la noche de la pelea haciendo sparring con él?
¿Cómo?
Haciendo sparring con Terence, la gente habla, pues el Canelo es muy grande, de dos categorías.
Bueno, en realidad en tamaño creo que están iguales. Pero en diferencia de peso, sí, a lo mejor Canelo está más acostumbrado a esa categoría que Terence. Pero te digo, vengo haciendo sparring con él desde que estaba en las 147 libras. Mi primer sparring con él en las 147. Yo era ya 168, sigo siendo 168. Y lo único que hizo ahora pues es subir de peso, aumentar de peso, y sí se siente muy diferente. haber hecho sparring con él en 147 y ahora hacer sparring con él en 168. Pero yo creo que
¿Cómo se siente diferente?
en el sentido que le he sentido más pegada, más explosivo, la rapidez, el snap lo tiene todavía el cabrón, no lo ha perdido, lo he sentido. Pero creo que la nutrición que lleva, el equipo de trabajo con el que tiene.
Champion Duke McKenzie has gone even further, saying Crawford is tailor-made to beat Canelo. He believes Canelo hasn't faced a truly elite fighter in years, but Crawford brings something unique: versatility, the ability to adapt mid-fight, and elite ring IQ. McKenzie points out that while Canelo has handled many opponents, he's never faced someone with Crawford's combination of timing, skill, and precision.
Over the years, when you look, since he's been off the mad cow meat, right? You look at his last 5 fights. He's boxed ordinary fighters, you know. And they're not in the same league. They're really not in the same league. And I think to myself, his last 5 fights, what's that kid's name? Hamza Shiraz, right? So he boxed in his last fight. He knocked out, what's the kid's name?
Belanga.
Right, he knocked out Belanga. Belanga took your man there. He took him the distance. Now, you only got to balance it up. If Belanga can take him the distance, you got to say to yourself, what is Terence Crawford going to do to Canelo Cotto. I've got the names mixed up. Yeah, right. So what's he going to do to you know what? I look at the fight and I think to myself, I really like Terence Crawford, right? Because of his switch hitting style. Now, Terence Crawford is due a massive performance. And I think Canelo's made for him. Canelo doesn't fight with any urgency anymore. You don't get any head movement from him anymore. He doesn't show you a punch and hit you with another one anymore. There's no variety in his whole sort of makeup. And I look at him and I think to myself, Canelo's become, just in my opinion, I think he's become a little bit pedestrian in as much as goes in straight lines, comes out in straight lines. There's no urgency to his work.
One of the biggest concerns has been weight. Critics argued that moving up would make Crawford too small against Canelo, but recent training footage has silenced much of that doubt. Crawford looks bigger, stronger, and more conditioned than ever, yet still fast and sharp. Analysts now believe the weight difference won't matter. Some even predict Crawford could score a knockout. His physical transformation has shocked the boxing world and flipped predictions in his favor.
Don't win fights. And everybody, it seems like, that says muscles don't win fights usually have ridiculous muscle mass. Like Devin Haney was like, muscles don't win. And Devin's like way bigger than everybody else at 135 pounds and jacked to the gills. That's that snack shit. Okay, we're not doing that. But Terence Crawford also on that snack shit. Anyway, Bud Crawford did just drop a body transformation pic. Let's take a look at it. Boom! Son, I'm sorry, I have a flat tire. Does anyone have a jack to help me out? Oh, thank you, Bud Crawford. You're actually huge. The man has abs on his abs on his abs. I'm not trying to glaze, but that doesn't look like a 147 pounder. It doesn't look like a 154 pounder. That looks like a grown man. He's definitely put some weight on, coming to 168 pounds. And I can tell you that now. Take what I'm about to show you with a grain of salt because it is on weigh-in day, but look at what he was at 140 pounds. Now, again, he's out of camp, hasn't made the weight cut yet, but that's him right now. But I mean, that is crazy. Couple of things. Yes, muscles don't win you fights, and the biggest question we have to ask now is, how will this newfound muscle mass affect Bud Crawford in the fight? Because one of the things I have said continuously about this fight is that the weight issue has been completely overblown by people. And what I mean is, there is not a massive weight disparity between these two fighters. What Canelo walks around at and what Terence Crawford walks around at is probably similar, and maybe Terence Crawford even weighs a little more. I don't know. I saw the picture of the scale of him at 186. It may be a little less when he's normally not trying to gain weight, but that's not the point of the weight difference. The point of saying there is a weight difference is that Canelo Alvarez has consistently fought and been successful at 160 to 168.
However, controversy came up when analyst Showbiz the Adult suggested the fight might be fixed. He pointed to footage of Turki Alalshik telling Crawford not to retire after the fight, hinting it could mean some kind of favor in return. While most agree this theory is speculative, it has sparked debate about whether outside influences could affect such a massive event.
on the first part, return the favor. But Turkey, in a second thought, said, no, I'm going to deliver this message. He goes back to Bud and he says, and don't retire after this. Don't retire.
No retirement. That's it. Yeah.
That's what Turkey meant when he was trying to say, return the favor.
Guys, see,
You must
the job ain't done
return.
yet.
Yeah.
I did this for you. You got this big fight. Yeah, the job ain't done. Deliver the job, but don't retire. Return the favor. That is the most important part, and we're going to break that down. The deliver the job thing, that is more of a language difference, okay? Because Bud is saying, listen, the job ain't done. He said, oh yeah, deliver the job Saturday. Mostly meaning, put on a good fight. Fight your heart out. If you win, cool. That'll be best if you win. But I'm just saying, it's not about winning. Winning is about trying. Winning is about going for greatness. Marvelous Marvin Hagler wasn't undefeated. Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, Muhammad Ali, Sam Langford, Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey, some of these Gene Tunney, some of the greatest fighters of all time, Willie Pep, Sammy Sadler. These guys weren't undefeated, right? But that's what made them great, is that they were taking on all challenges. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh knows that the product isn't the fighter. The product is the sport. So he's trying to put on the best matches, which is why he's saying, don't retire, return the favor, because I got more ideas for you.